We are at the ramparts of Jerusalem. In front of you, you can see St. Anne Church, which is a beautiful Crusader church. And I'm going to enter, I'll try to go and enter to bless the family of Joanne Baxwick from Canada, if I remember correctly. And next to it is the Pool of Bethesda. That's where Jesus cured the invalid guy who couldn't enter to the pools for 38 years. And that's happened on the John chapter 5. That place is owned by the French, and we are living now the ramparts. But before that, look how beautiful is Mount of Olives. You can see, my dear family, it's like Annie, Jennifer, Hazel, August, William, Nils, little Nils, and of course Mark. Look how beautiful it is, Mount of Olives, the Jewish quarter, a Jewish cemetery from the time of King David. Right here you can see Golden Onion Church. It's Mary Magdalene Church, but beneath it is Garden of Gethsemane. That's where Jesus was betrayed by Judas. And the Ascension Church is in front of you as well. That is where Jesus ascended into heaven, but promised us to come back from the same spot. Now, Gay gonna close the church soon, and I promised to take a video for the family. It's not easy in their church, then let's hope that we will be able to do that. No, wait. We are now at the Lion's Gate. You can see the entrance or the exit of it, and we will enter to that street, and hopefully we will visit St. Anne Church. It is oh, look at the beautiful almond tree, and that's my name, Shaked, my family name. That's almond in Hebrew, Shaked. Before my family, we will enter to the church. I want you to see a little bit of it, and we will talk about the story of Mary here outside, because I cannot talk inside that beautiful Crusader church. Then in that case, although it's not in the Bible, there is a proto-evangelion from the 2nd century that tells us what's happened to Mary before and after. Then, in that case, I know that the Greek Orthodox and the Catholic accept it. Protestant, for you it might be a little bit new. But we don't know where Mary was born. Some people say that she was born in the Galilee area. Some people say that she was born here. And according to the Proto-Evangelion, it's happened in that area. That in that matter, a mother, Anna and Joachim, that is their house. Anna couldn't bring children into that world. And she was sad. She prayed to God almost every day, asking for solution. It actually reminds us Hannah, the mother of Prophet Samuel, Samaria. And then when she was very old, an angel came to them and said, "You're going to have a child." 9 months later, Mary was born. Then this is the house of them, and later on the Crusaders built here a church. The church is from the 11th century. It was occupied by the Muslims by Salah A-Din at the 11th century. They turned it into a women's school, and which is good for us because it actually saved the most beautiful Crusader church in the world. Now let's hope that they are going in to pray, because the acoustic is amazing. And remember, Joanne and your dear family. Your names are in Hebrew and English at the other side of it. Let's go together with them, but I cannot talk inside this. You know what? First, let's go into the nativity. If they are not going to the nativity, then let's go together to the nativity itself. Because this is your mission. Look how beautiful is the Crusader church. Joe and Annie, Mark, Jennifer, Peter, Hazel, August, William, and Nils. You are chosen from the Nativity of Mary. And the group is coming, then I will let them be here for like a minute and then I will return. Is that Jesus and Mary? No, my dears. It's Mary and Hannah, her mother. And I will light a candle for you in about 10 minutes. But first I want to go outside to show you the other part of the pools before they're going to close the church. And according to the only John, chapter 5, Jesus came to here on Shabbat. And he saw a paralyzed guy, invalid guy, who couldn't enter to the pools for 38 years. He was supposed to enter the pool when the angel will actually be here, and the water will be a little bit wavy, and the first one who will enter the beautiful pools, he will be cured. But the man couldn't stand and he couldn't reach the water. Then for 38 years he was waiting for a miracle, and that miracle came on Shabbat when Jesus asked him, do you want to be cured? He didn't ask him, do you want to believe in me? Just say, do you want to be cured? And that guy said, of course I want. I'm trying to do that for 30 years already. Then just stand up, take your bed and go. And that's what happened to him. He took his bed, and that was a major mistake because that was on Shabbat. To cure people, it's not a problem. But to take the bed and go, it's like a mission. You did something that you're not supposed to do on Shabbat. Remember, Shabbat, according to the Jews, you have to strike. God built the world in 6 days, and then the 7th day, he said, I am not working, and you are not supposed to work as well. What you can see here are part of the pools. It can be the sheep pools, the place that people used to clean their clothes at the 8th century BC, mentioned the book of Josiah and the book of Kings. And on it, you can see two churches. The first one, the smallest one, is the Crusader church. And the Byzantine church was huge. It started from there. Can you see that arch right there? And went all the way to here. You can see some columns from that church. The Crusaders split the story of the invalid people and Mary's house into two. That is the first church dedicated to John 5, and this is St. Anne Church, the mother of Mary. And we just came from the grotto, remember? Then Annie, Mark, Peter, Jennifer, Hazel, August, William, Niels, and Mark. Did I mention Annie? I think yes. Let's go back to the nativity, and I'll try to be there for like 2 or 3 minutes. Then you can actually pray by yourself. Now let's enter now to the church again, and I'm happy because I can now take videos, mainly because they are tourists. You can see Salah A-Din inscription. Remember, it turned it into a girls' school. Later on, I forgot to mention, the Ottomans used it as a stable for their army camp. How long do I have to?
10 minutes.
Thank you. I want to light candles. Thank you very much for being with me.